Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach,
I'm Mac.
and today we are reacting to the SPIEL Essen 2024 game releases, or games that'll be available at Essen SPIEL. So I think we did this last year, or Jesse and I did this. Jesse didn't want to go over it this year, but I
So
thought
we had to go with number 2.
I had to go with Michaela, but she's also going to keep me in check. So
Yeah.
hopefully this video is shorter than some of our
Sure.
Nine and Pepper reaction videos, because those maybe sometimes go on a bit long. So Michaela will keep me in check, as she's known to do.
Let's get started.
Yeah, so I filter. This is on Board Game Geek. I'll link this in the thing below, in the description below, so you can go check it out yourself if you want to. But this will be in Germany. Maybe someday we'll go
Back.
back to Germany, go for Essen. It
Deutschland.
is one of the bigger conventions, but then I've got it filtered by for sale, so there's not any like demo ones in here. I think there's that as well if you wanted to go in and see that yourself. But we'll just kind of talk about ones that look, I don't know, interesting. So you let me know when you want me to stop.
I will. I was going to start with the first one. I thought that cool little fox looks cool.
Well, it's got some stuff you like. It's a card game with open drafting and set collection. So, Witchcraft Midnight. So, I think this must be a expansion. An expansion for Witchcraft Moonlight Magic. Game I don't know anything about. So, yeah, this is ranked to 6.4, but it's only got 90 ratings, so there's not really that much out there. That's probably why I haven't heard of it. It looks like it was released a couple years ago. But I do like the artwork of that one, but I don't know anything about the base game. Q7 Merry Monsters. And we've got
Vision.
This one I would be interested in. Use card tricks to catch fish. So I do like fishing games, or the thought of fishing games. I don't know of that many fishing games. Let me know in the comments below which fishing game.
Pool building. Bag and pool building. That sounds like a you.
Yeah. Yeah, card game, trick taking. This does sound like one that I'll maybe have to look at after the fact. And looks like it's going to be relatively cheap.
I like its artwork.
So yeah, I think it's one of the Friedman Freese games. Tends to do like green covers and F names for his games, so that's what all these ones are. Fry Fart USA. Might be a little bit different in English, but yes. We got Two Tomatoes games. Bowling. Is it a bowling game or croquet? Or what is it? Not croquet. What is it? Bocce.
Bocce.
I've never seen a game about that before, so that'd be a unique theme. Coral, an expansion to Coral, I guess. I think that was one I looked at and I thought it reminded me too much of Control, which was a game that kind of seemed like it could be interesting, but then it's just kind of more fidgety than you'd really want it to be for a game that should be maybe a little bit more simple. Gold Nugget. I like the name. I like the name Gold Nugget.
Oh, betting and bluffing.
Oh, catch the leader. Deduction. I was in it.
Judge a board game by its cover. That's what I just learned.
The cover looks good, but those are some things that Michaela's not a big fan of.
Big no-nos.
I don't mind deduction if it's not like players against each other deduction. It's more you're against the game.
Sure.
And then betting and bluffing, it depends. It depends on the game.
Nessie. Okay, now this one's got my attention.
This one we do need. Push Your Luck Animal card game. This one, and we got Nessie here with a boat on her belly.
Love it.
So yeah, I don't. Looks like it's a card. Looks like you're creating Nessie. I don't know. But yeah,
what were the tags on it?
It was a Push Your Luck endgame bonus animal card game. Another cheap one. So that would be one I'd potentially be interested in. Stress Botics. It's got an 8.4 rating. I've never heard of this one either. Area movement exploration. $100, so that's probably going to be a bigger game. Oh, and it's got a long play time, 1 to 2 hours. And then you got, looks like, expansion for it as well. So you can go all in on it.
Hmm.
And Through Ice and Snow, I think, is one I've thought I'd heard of before, but it says 2024. So I guess I don't know. But then it's got an expansion that's from 2023. So maybe this is a new version of the game.
Hmm.
I don't know much about it.
Artwork looks sick.
Looks sick. Reminds you of Minnesota. We're coming up shortly. It'll look like this out there outside.
I meant sick in a good way.
Oh, okay.
The old school sick.
Oh, the old school sick. Chess 2v2 face off and surrounded. I don't know about chess. Anno Domino Eco.
Hmm.
It's an interesting looking cover there.
Anno Domini.
Yep. Domini. Open drafting bluffing card game. I don't always love bluffing. Another cheap card game. So seen quite a few card games already, which I always like fun card games. Bang.
Dice Explosion. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know if this is. Oh, Dynamite Bar. Oh, this. Dice Explosion. We've got Collector's Edition of Bang the Dice game and expansions. So I have never played Bang the Dice game. It's one I've heard of, but yeah, this one
looks like a statement piece for the.
Yeah, I think it maybe is better with higher player counts. That's been one I guess I've never looked at. Let me know in the comments below if it does play well at like 2 to 3 because that's our normal play count.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if it's usually better at higher player counts, we don't tend to have that many times where we play that much. But yeah, I think there's kind of a whole series of different Bang games. And then we've got Joey trying to bark his way around here. And then Margu. Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Well, I had you here to explain to me what that was, but help create the coastal region, helping yourself to points along the way, tile placement. That sounds like Explorers of the North Sea, potentially. That could be a Michaela game.
Got a cool little cover.
It is a cool cover.
Ooh, it's giving Karuba vibes.
Ooh, that is pretty cool.
I like it.
I like the look of this one.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at this one a little bit more. I had not heard of this one. Must have. Well, maybe I did. It looks like I went through a list at some point and must have looked interesting to me at the time because I thumbs it up. Or someone did. Maybe Pepper did.
Hmm.
He might have looked at them. I don't know. Up or down?
Oh, boy.
Kiesling and Kramer.
Sounds like Racco. Like a new and improved Racco.
Build rows of ascending or descending numbers. And it could definitely be Racco. But the Kiesling and Kramer has me a little bit more interested.
Yeah.
Because they tend to do some good games, especially kind of simpler games that require strategy. So could be a good one. Flowers. Don't know much about that one.
I don't know, but like I feel like there's a certain look to games that I don't like, and this give me vibes if I wouldn't like it. I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
A certain form of artwork or something that just makes me think. I don't know.
I agree. That was probably why I went over that one. It wasn't drawing me in.
Abstract strategy. Next.
There's a Pepper. That's Pepper's game there.
Yeah, well,
we got
here.
Adam's Apple game. Agree to disagree, which I think is more of kind of a party game.
Hot potato.
Hot potato cooperative party game. So, yeah, I don't know much about that one.
Sounds like it'll start arguments.
Atoll. This one was liked as well. Chaining, connection, animals, educational. I like those things.
Educational.
Especially 60 to 90 minutes. That's making it sound more Euro-y to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this cover looks like. A little closer up. Yeah. I like that one quite a bit. I don't know.
I don't like that scary fish. It's got Dory, and then it's got that scary fish.
That's true. It does. But I like it. I like this one quite a bit. There are some that, I don't know, some C ones that I don't like, which...
It reminds me a lot of Aquatica.
Aquatica. Yeah. I think I like this one a little bit more than Aquatica, but that one's good too. But I like the name of this one. I don't know. I think this is the designer, but I don't know who that. It's their only game, so that's why I have not heard of them. Crack. Don't know what that game is. Not immediately drawing me in. Action points. Legion. Nut. Not venture. That one sounds like a kid's game, possibly memory game. Yeah.
Ages 6+.
Well, even if it was for adults, memory games are probably not my style.
Oh,
We've
look at
got
that.
Tea Garden. It's a nice looking cover.
Deck, bag, and pool building.
Ooh, 90 to 120 minutes. Now we are talking a heavier look at these components.
Wow.
It's looking pretty colorful too.
I like that cover.
I do too. That's supposed to be a person, or is that just a weird like way? It looks like a person's head with their hair and their eye here and their nose sticking out.
No, I think that's just a mountain in the wind.
Wow, that's what I am seeing.
Where's your glasses here?
But no, I like those things. Economic, that might be one thing you might not
It
be in on,
depends.
but it
Some
looks
games
like it could
get
be
do
good.
the economic without you knowing it's economic. So
That's true. Witchdom. Another deck building, hand management. A lot of card games here.
everyone's like, Quacks of Quedlinburg is so cool. Now we got to do everything just like it.
Well, it means it's one of those deck, bag, or pool.
Oh, okay.
Even though it says and,
I
I
see.
think it could be one of those. It could be all of
Those
them.
are three
It could
very
be all of them.
different things.
They are. I agree. There's a video we need to definitely do at some point, which we prefer, because I think they are very different, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm not as interested in that theme. I think I would pick some of the other ones we've seen
Mm-hmm.
first. Cascadia, Landmarks,
Mini expansion.
Cascadia Rolling, Hills, and
Flip
Rolling
and
Rivers.
roll and right to create a prairie landscape.
Yeah, I've kind of been interested in those, but we'll see. I really like the base Cascadia. So I don't know. I haven't heard that many people talk about them, and they've been out for a little while, so that makes me a little
That's surprising because
sus.
Cascadia is so popular.
It is. So I don't. Maybe people have talked about. Maybe I haven't seen it. I don't know. Let's go to Japan. This is one I was interested in
Mhm.
at the time, but it's another one that I don't know that I've heard a lot of people talk about. But it's got a 7.8 rating, so must be doing pretty well. Travel themed game. It's Mikhail's favorite one. Day Trip. So some more expansions for that. Nocturne. AEG, Area Majority, Auction. Oh boy, these are not Michaela's. We got Undergrove.
Oh, that one's
I
cute.
think it's from Elizabeth Hargrave. Action Retrieval, Area Majority, Educational. I think, if I'm not wrong, this one might be on Board Game Arena. So that might be one we'll have to try there and see how it is, because I like the thought of a mushroom theme game, even though I think there are several like all coming out at once now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know which one will be reign supreme as a fun guy, but we will see. Waffle Time. I think that was one we saw at.
Yeah, wasn't that released at Gen Con last year?
Yeah, I think that was available there. We did not get that one. I like the idea of waffles, but it seemed like too simple of a game. So just didn't get it. But someone come up with the perfect waffle Euro game. We got Noah's Ark, 10 Tricks, Pattern Building Grid. This is a trick taking? At least not as one of the main ones listed.
Looks like Spider-Man.
Looks like Spider-Man. There's some robot, maybe. Maybe Iron Spider.
Wow.
Yeah, it's close. Guardlings. Another bag or deck or pool building game. Put your luck farming puzzle. Oops.
I got a fun cover.
Yeah. I feel like this is one of those, like you're talking about, the cover doesn't win me over. I don't know. There's something. It's almost a little too childish looking, even though it might
They look
not
like
be.
lawn ornaments that guard your yard.
Yeah. Even though I don't know that it is a children's game, it just has that look to it. I do like the thought of Sparks here: open drafting, variable player, dice industry. I think I'd heard a couple people talk about this one a little bit.
I feel like I've seen this one for some reason.
Yeah, I thought this one looked interesting. That's one that I would probably be going and checking out if I was there. Cat Packs, Hidden Ark, Ada's Dream. I didn't think this one was coming out yet. I thought this was still like a year from coming out, but it looks like it's supposed to be there. So this was one I was interested in. It's from Alley Cat Games, who did Arborea, which
Oh,
I really enjoyed. And this one's a kind of heavier. I think I looked at it during the Kickstarter Game Found project they did, and I thought it looked interesting. So we'll see. Happy Home, Pusheen, the stacking game, Station to Station,
another train game.
Pick Up and Deliver, and Trains and Contracts. There's no other games like it.
No.
I do like the look of this, and because it's from Alley Cat Game, just because of that, me liking that one so much, it's made me a little bit more interested. Even though, from just looking at it, knowing nothing about the game, it kind of looks like
It looks like
other
brass.
games that I've seen. But yeah, I wonder if it's maybe a more approachable version of Brass.
Hmm.
Who knows? I got Johnny Pack, I think, helped with Merchant's Cove and some other games that I'm not thinking of. Need Pepper here to remember. He knows. He remembers all that stuff. I'm terrible at remembering. Tinder Blocks,
That one
High
looks
Rise
kinda cool.
Penguins, Tinder Blocks.
Oh, it's a dexterity game.
Oh boy, you're gonna block him up. Oh, Michaela's favorite. Stacking.
Oh no. No.
We've got one of those, and I think that's all we need currently.
Yeah.
I don't think we're into the stacking dexterity quite
We
enough
are.
to need another one,
We are content.
personally. Fairy, Lure, I think this one's on Board Game Arena as well. I still haven't tried it. I really want to, but the rating has got me a little worried. Message from the Stars, Panda Panda,
Oh, that
Hooray,
looks cute.
Panda,
Yeah, hand management card game.
and €8 or pounds. Euros, it must be.
It's gotta be euros.
It's got to be euros. They wouldn't be using the pound in Germany.
Uh-oh.
It's even got letters on there,
It
Maggie.
must be a child's game. Why do the child's games appeal to me?
And a panda. I don't know that it is for sure.
Age 6
Might
plus.
might just be a family, more of a family game. Doesn't have to be, I guess, a children's game. I wouldn't get that from just that, but I guess maybe it is. Get those sleepy pandas into the perfect configuration of cards. Ray, Rainbow, River Valley Glassworks, which I think is also on Board Game Arena. Haven't played that one. I was so on it. Switchbacks Through the Desert from Reiner Knizia.
Switchbacks kind of looks cool. Go trekking, but watch out for steep inclines, leaving your hikers stranded.
Tile placement and numbers.
It's about mountain range. That's kind of cool. You don't get many mountain range themed board games.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I kind of think of them adjacent to some of like the I don't
Parks.
know, travel, yeah, parks and traveling games where you're moving to different locations. It's probably different than that, but that's kind of how I don't know, in my head. Well, that is not what I expected this one to look like.
No.
That is not what I was expecting.
Just maybe look a little
Random numbers.
juvenile.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know about that. Now it almost looks more interesting to me. Although the weight is pretty light, so it probably is another family weight game. I think All Play tends to do kind of a little more approachable games. 3 chapters. Buddhazug, and Burger Slam. Make burgers in a shared kitchen, but try to get credit for them on your own. Wow.
Yikes.
Combo up. No thanks. Unsolved Wizard Schwarzauge. Chaos Cove. Avion. I think some expansions to that. I feel like I've seen a ton of these. I don't know how many expansions there are to this game, but I feel like I see this every now and then. So must be kind of consistently getting expansions. I don't know why, but this one's interested me. But then at the same time, seemed like it was maybe
20 euro.
maybe too heavy of a game.
Yeah.
3.79 weight. I don't know. Maybe a little bit too much for the group, but I don't know. What do you think?
Oh boy. I think we'd better try playing Revive and Jerusalem and our other very heavy games before we
Play
another one.
Ooh, I really like the look of this one.
Salt Fjord?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I really like the cover.
Yeah, it looks pretty Viking.
Pretty sick. Oh, wait, what did you say right away?
Yes, I said looks sick.
Look at all they show is the cover because it's so awesome. Yeah, I think
little inlet. That one looks cool.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get some more people reviewing it and see if it's any good. City building, income dice, like dice. There's Aquatica for you. It's another expansion, Coral Reefs. Foundations of Metropolis. A smaller cardboard version of Foundations of Rome.
Okay.
Ito, Kraftwagen, Age of Engineering. Rondell Set Collection Economics. I think this one was on a Kickstarter game found once. I thought it looked somewhat interesting.
It could be interesting if it's like assembling a auto vehicle or something. I don't mind that big old gear there.
Oh boy. Cool. I think
that's racing it.
I think that's the Rondell that you're going around, I believe.
Good. Logical.
It's been a while since I looked at it, but I believe that's where that was.
Yeah. Must be making a car then. And then
yeah, I don't remember. Mezzan. Was this one at Barnes and Noble?
I don't remember, but it's giving Christmas vibes.
Christmas vibes.
Is that not? Don't look at that with the trees and the green and the red. Don't tell me that's not a holiday themed one.
Yeah, maybe. It could be.
That's a lot of red and
white. That is a lot of red and white.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I liked it for the look of the cover, but the full game being just that it might be a little bit much for me. Super Kawaii Pets. Oh boy. This is Mac's game right here. Oops. I keep trying to click on it again.
It's cute. But those cute games sometimes are a little...
Sometimes they're the nastiest of the games, but Market Set Collection Animals card game. I'm guessing that one won't be too nasty. Vegetable Stock. Commodity Speculation Open Drafting Card Game Economic.
No, we have Suzuki, and that's enough.
You don't even like that one.
I know.
Video Game Champion.
Oh boy.
So this is the actual English version.
Okay.
The newer version of it, but we did play this earlier this year. Was it Brazilian copy of it?
Mm-hmm.
It was fine. I don't know that it was our favorite, but
yeah,
I think the Dice Tower oversold it a bit, in my opinion.
It happens.
But maybe it was just a bad play of it or something.
That's why you should subscribe to our channel. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yes. World Wonders. Another game that the Dice Tower has pushed, the base game at least, that maybe we played once and it wasn't like bad and I want to play it some more, but I wasn't immediately as enamored with it as I thought I would be. Thought it was going to be the next.
I thought it would be a little different. There's a couple of mechanics that I was like, oh, that's not how I thought that was going to work, but.
So have not gone and looked for an expansion to it quite yet. And then we've got Cat in the Tower, 6+ cooperative, Gift Craft, Rika, and Management Set Collection abstract Strategy. And there's a pepper game, I'm guessing.
Looks like Hanabi.
Atley, Dawn of Civilization, Palomori. I think this was one that I've seen a few times that I was interested in. Deck pool building civilization game.
What a unique art style.
It is a unique art style. I don't know that I'm the biggest fan of the art style, but I don't know. I've kind of enjoyed a lot of Palomari's games, so like, this seems kind of different than what he's done before, so I'd like to learn more about that one. See other people review it, give their thoughts, see if it's a great game or not. Place buildings and ever taller trees to rise above the competition. Area majority.
No.
Set collection and city building, though. It looks like it could be a good one.
Do you think you're actually building trees?
You might be.
It looks like
It
it.
looks like you're building up the trees.
No.
Oh boy.
No.
Photosynthesis vibes.
Run. And Santorini and
Oh boy.
run.
War of the Ring, the card game. Firefighters on duty. So I think this one was the one that was I'm blanking on the game. Project Elite.
Oh,
I think
the
it's replacing that, or not replacing, but
the
the redone version of it as Firefighters.
the reskin.
I think so. I'm guessing they're changing some things, but I'm assuming you're going around the board then and fighting fires instead of fighting monsters.
Ah,
A
well.
little bit different. I don't even know how to say that. Numbers up.
Las Bustigesta.
Ojamana Pada. Monstrous. These ones aren't pulling me in quite as much. Hybris Disordered Cosmos. I was going to say combos, but that didn't seem right. Andromeda Escape.
I like it, and then I saw that it had hidden rolls, and I was like, that's not
Yeah.
for me personally.
Yeah. That makes it seem like a big epic space game, which surprises me that it's only 20 to 40 minutes, so and only 2 to 4 players. So those things to me don't go with what I'm seeing here, space and hidden roles. That makes me think 4-hour game with 8 players. So maybe it'd be a good smaller version that we could get for your brother, so then we can play that.
Oh, he doesn't go for those space games because he wants them to be short.
No. Well, we could maybe if that one's really great, we can play it a bunch of times. Temple Code. Bantam West. Action Points, Adventure, American West Dice Rolling.
It's got an 8.1 rating.
Yeah. I feel like I've heard of that one for a while, so.
3.33. Fight 4 deadly strangers. Work, fight, and build, and burn. Oh boy, look at that table hog. Wow. It looks like
tracking a lot of stuff. Western Legends.
Yep, I was gonna say it looks like a fancy Western legend. What is it like? Immersive tabletop sim. Is it like a campaign?
I don't know. 4 deadly strangers work, fight, build, and burn to become the most notorious. Yeah, I don't know. Action points, line of sight,
Modular board,
crowdfunding. I don't remember on here where it would show, but it doesn't look like it's saying like a campaign or anything. But yeah, it looks like it's got a lot of stuff.
for that Western, for a nice Western adventure.
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Mermaid Song, an age contrived.
We own that one.
We do own that one. Ooh.
$80.
Yeah, but actually,
that without the metal thing.
I don't know. Probably, maybe, could be, might not be. That 7 might be a little high, but we'll see. We'll have to play it some more. The Strange Forgeries of Mr. S.C. Raber.
Oh boy,
that one's not for me.
That's a lot.
Sandbag. Trick taking where the trump can change during a trick. I feel like that's already been done in Fox in the Forest, and it works pretty well because I think you can kind of utilize that and win that trick immediately, kind of thing. Sears Catalog. Xylotar, Sears Catalog, Lion, Werewolf promo card. I'm stuck in the lift. 3 to 8 card game, party game. It does sound like it'd probably be a party game.
A little bean who has to deliver something but is stuck in a lift.
Wow.
A little bean. A little bean. Okay, this just wins for cute points. I love it.
Wow.
Oh, he's petting a dog.
Well, how is he stuck in a lift with a dog? Speaking of dogs, Dog Park New Tricks, and Forever Home.
Help dogs in need find their families. Oh, abstract strategy.
Essen,
No.
Florida.
Oh,
That was when we got Jesse.
oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Blue Cocker Games, Onyx, set collection card game. Oh boy, we're getting a lot of set collection cards, just card games in general.
Dicey card.
We're just getting rid of dice completely and replacing them with cards. Although there's dice rolling in this one, dice.
I was gonna say maybe this is dice and cards.
It might
like,
be.
why not one or the other? Why not both?
I really do like both, but it would be nice to have a few more dice games. Next Station Paris, Pilo Pilo, out of stock.
That game looks like it's from the 80s.
This,
Yeah,
it does have an older look to the cover.
funny.
Middle Ages is what I know this one as. This one's on Board Game Arena. And I really, really like this game. You can go check out, if you're still watching to this point, you can go check out our top 70 games of all time, and this one makes my list. So, yeah, this one, we'll see. You have to try it still, but
I know.
I think you'll like it enough that we might end up buying it.
Or you'll buy it anyway.
We'll see. Does this one look like the covers from the 80s?
No.
Or whatever you said. 70s, 80s.
No. It reminds me actually more of like the movie Tangled.
Okay.
It's the purple with the sun, you know?
Mm.
Just the box.
That one's really good. I highly recommend checking that one out. Syllaba. Virtual Revolution. Movies, TV, radio theme. Science fiction. Very majority. It's not winning Mac over. Kint Suji. Open drafting set collection card game.
That sounds good. The board game cover didn't draw me in.
Yeah.
Like a different game. Oh. I don't know. That beautiful.
A game about Kintsugi. I don't know if they did a different version of it or what's going on there, but Purpose German edition. I maybe should have just done English editions of games. I think this one might also be on Board Game Arena. Not tried it yet. I don't remember what it's called in that one. I don't remember the English name. Hermit. It's interesting. Is that a solo game? Yes, it is. That makes sense. Full Monster. Lost Lights. Looks like a nice cover. It almost looks like it's in the Role Player universe.
I was going to say it looks like it's in an Everdell.
Yeah. Probably Everdell more than Role Player. That's 2-player though, so that could be good. Area majority, closed drafting, animals, dice.
Shake that city.
Shake that city. Shake out patterns of cubes and use them to build the best city block. Bingo, grid coverage city block puzzle. Bingo, you got Mac's attention.
It's real light
with
though.
her Karuba. Shaking that city. Boom, boom. This looks like abstract strategy. I could tell that from the cover. Barcelona expansion, Minos, Dawn of the Bronze Age. That's from Stan Kordowski. This is and Board and Dice. I like that. The idea of that combination, because Board and Dice puts out a lot of good games. Is this considered to be in their T series? I don't know. But, yeah, I'm sure get a chance to try that one at some point. Nucleum expansion. Reef Project. Tend to like Board and Dice games, so I think I'm interested in this one as well. Area majority, connections, environmental. I don't know that anyone else would be as interested in it as I was, though, so I've not pulled the trigger on that. Side Quest Frostpunk, Side Quest The Isle of Cats, Windmill Valley. It's another one I'm interested in because Board and Dice and Danny Garcia, who was the one that designed Arborea.
This one looks a bit more approachable than that other windmill game.
Oh, but what was?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to pronounce the name, even if I saw it. But yeah, I think recently I heard, was it Wendy and Chrissy talking about how this was much more approachable or easy to get to the table than some other game, and Tom thought that it was still pretty heavy. So depends who you ask on how heavy this one is, but it's got gears.
Oh boy.
So yeah, this one's on my list too, but I think this one's been out for a little bit. Yeah, May of this year. That is less architectures. Ooh, a 2-player game.
Oh boy. Yeah, I kind of like that cover.
I do too. Something about that looks kind of interesting to me. I don't know what's going on,
I
but
don't know what's going on for some reason.
moving the people around.
Moving them around, you get the style. That's the only thing I was able to establish.
End game bonuses, grid coverage, city building, 2-player game. I don't know. I like to find good 2-player games. Backstories, Wizards Cup.
That like
Another 2-player
Quidditch?
game. Deck construction card game. It's got a different cover.
Uh-oh.
I thought that said Jelly Roll.
I did.
Jelly Roll games.
Didn't you know we broke out into board game design now?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, that's cool.
Some cool artwork. I think 2-player card games can usually be a
Ooh, a
Can be
black
pretty
and
good.
white box.
Dawn expansion for Glow,
Ooh.
which Glow was another one that we got, Jesse. So yeah, I do like. For some reason, black and white doesn't always work for me, but for this one and the other one, it has worked.
Okay, I gotta see Pixies.
Of this one,
No,
oh,
Pixies.
I thought you were talking about
Pixies.
Pixies of the Dawn in English.
Some Pixies. Do I want to see Pixies? Is that a spider?
No, it's a pixie.
Huh.
No, he looks like he's got an acorn head.
He looks a little
Or-
scarier now that he's big.
Got a card game. This isn't really winning me over as
No.
much as the cover.
No.
Johannes Goopy. I feel like that name sounds familiar, and I'm blanking. So Connections Open Drafting, another card game. Talking No Color. That is just disrespectful. I've tried this one on Board Game Arena, and I think it's actually pretty good. I will say the kind of starting scenario thing that they have is not good. Not
Okay.
great. So if all you did was play that, I could definitely see how you would not give that a good score. But once you get into some of the higher ones or a little more difficult ones, I think it's not too bad. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a top game of all time, but it's definitely better than a 5.6. So you'll have to try that one.
Oh no.
High School Wizards. Arena movement flicking. Mac's other most favorites.
We already have this game. Just because they slapped a wizard head on it doesn't mean it's something different.
Wow. Battle.
Damn.
Ooh. Looks like they're using teeth. Contracts, once per game abilities, abstract strategy, humor. I don't want humor on there. I don't know about that. Ponzi scheme. Economic is kind of what I assume that would be. Loans. Sumo. Trick taking, 2-player game.
You must
Like
be
the
like
theme.
a sumo wrestler going 1v1.
Takiri taking. Is this another trick taking game
Card
about
game.
dinosaurs? The card game. The lifeboats. This bed is mine.
That must be a child's game.
What would make you think that?
Oh, I don't
They're just attacking each other. You're using numbers to try to fill in the gaps. Makes me think of Bacchus. Keep your heroes out, boss battle. Keep your heroes out, dungeons and drinks. Something. Asteroid dice. Bunny 100. Dinoverse. Dream Diary. Cooperative game.
to eliminate nightmares.
Deduction.
Sounds scary.
Machin Mania.
That one kind of looks cool. Real time dice.
And real time. Even more real time.
All the real time. Reminds me of Sushi Go with the food.
Ooh. like the look of this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on, but it looks like it could be pretty good, especially with real time and some dice. Bus Complete Edition.
Duck and cover.
Duck and Cover. Andromeda's Edge.
Huh.
We're gonna get to try that one. It's a bit of a beast.
Yeah.
Town Constructor. 1 to 100 players. Roll the dice, control estate values, and design your urban paradise.
Mm.
Welcome to Catsville.
Looks like the same people that did Raccoon Tycoon.
It does look like that. Castle Combo. I think it's on Board Game Arena. Gotta try that one out. Courtesans. Far Away. Maybe a expansion for that. I like that one. That one's also the base game's on Board Game Arena. I've not played the expansion. I don't think that's on there. Rivages.
I think so.
Closed Drafting Connection. Exploration Fantasy. Cookies Battle. Grab the best cookies to beat your opponent.
Oh boy.
I like that one. Funny Forest.
4
Children's
plus.
game. This one says children's game. This one doesn't look like a children's game.
Total War Rome. I think this is a video game my brother played. Rome Total War.
Could be. It's a video game theme. Yeah. Ooh, spectacular. This is one that I'm interested in as
Got a
well.
cool cover.
Dice rolling, hexagon grid, animal, dice. Really like the cover.
Sounds like a zoo.
And then you're building your little safari with the different colored animal tiles and stuff. And some dice as well. You have to put like certain dice on certain ones.
Oh. So kind of like Cascadia, where you have to put certain circles on certain tiles.
I think it's kind of like that.
That one looks cool.
Chonker Party.
Oh my goodness. That one has bread all over it.
Wow.
I don't know what this is, but we're gonna get it.
A game of getting treats and winning tricks.
You know what?
Drawing hand management animals card game.
We'll fit right in.
Become the best fed chonker at the party.
Gonna do it.
I don't know what that one is. Looks like some abstract games. Bomb Busters. Players defuse bombs by deducing and cutting unseen wires of different values. Keyframes. Nico Syndicates. Ooh, Crown of Ash is one that Pepper backed and just recently got.
Oh boy.
He has not told me if it's any good yet or not. So I have to see what that one's like here. Reagan Dale. Harrow County was one.
Go back up. Parts of it. I think that means Black Widow. Marry, bury, inherit, repeat. Traffic management. Funny.
I think you're right. Oh boy.
Wow.
Deadly Dowagers.
Deadly Dowagers. Nice. All right, sorry. I just wanted to see that one.
Yep.
Harrow County.
This is one that looked very interesting as well.
Pull system?
Yeah, so I think it's like pulling from a bag. But I think it's actually there's this tree in the front. The box has like I don't know if it's considered a dice tower. I think it's a cube tower, and you like put it in, and it, like certain ones come out and stuff. I think Tom from the Dice Tower or someone else said that it was one of the best ones that they'd ever seen because it actually like holds them decently well. Like usually when you have cube towers, they kind of all come out. Apparently, we don't have that many games with cube towers, but
I can't think of one.
Like this one, they even said like, oh, there was, they even tried to shake it out, and then like when they played it the next time, like one fell out that they didn't put away or something. I don't know. Seemed interesting. Cabal. A little spooky. Getting ready for spooky season.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Maggie, what are you thinking now?
I'm thinking
Not a big fan, even a trick taking area majority.
that looks a little too Satan worshipy for me. A little too
A
scary.
little bit. Rival restaurants. Svel Zimmer.
Two swimmers?
No, sorry, Zimmer. Human and vampire hiding in this room and that. How can we escape? Communication limits cooperative game. I would not have guessed that.
Nope.
Vendel to Viking. Western Legends. There it is.
Not new.
It must be
German edition.
Must be in Germany. Must be a newer one.
Okay.
2018 US. Beyond the Horizon. This was another one. I was
Is this based on
interested
the
in.
movie Horizon?
Don't think so. Territory building civilization game. Matt Riddle. I don't know. I don't remember if these are the same people that are with Matt Riddle on like the Three Sisters.
Oh.
And he's the one that does all those roll and write ones with the bonuses and stuff. So I'm interested to see. I don't know if there's any bigger games that he's done, but this one's kind of, I don't know, a little bit bigger Civ game. So we'll see. Golden Cup sounds interesting.
Finale ending. Fantasy. Sports.
Sports. Need a sports themed game. Simone Luciani.
Sports.
Look at how exciting that looks, Maggie. Hydra. Good stuff.
Must have like action.
Axe not sold on it. I like that cover.
Looks like the Triwizard tournament.
Exactly. It's a match. Mesos. Open drafting set collection. Prehistoric. I like this cover too.
Ooh, I didn't notice that there was cave drawings in the background.
Mm-hmm. I like the look of that one.
Looks pretty simple. Well,
Evolution. Another world. Omnis. Caracas. Little Alchemist. SETI. Ticket to Ride. Iberia and South Korea. Ticket to Ride Paris. Been playing some more Ticket to Ride recently, so maybe at some point we'll get to Iberia and South Korea.
someday.
Cyber Pet Quest. Civolution. This is one that, I don't know, has been talked of for a while from Stefan Feld. So I'm pretty excited about this one
Okay.
for when it does come out, become available. Dice rolling civilization game. I think the only things I've seen so far on it are it may be a little bit long.
Okay.
So that's made me a little bit. That's made me a little bit. That's made me a little bit worried because I don't know. When I think of his games, I think of. I mean, I guess Castle Burgundy can be long at four players, but I guess I don't know. Like, is that saying at 4 players it'll be a long game or at all player counts?
Yeah.
Because 2 players, I feel like Castle Burgundy isn't bad.
Yeah.
And then he's also got of the ones we have Notre Dame, which is pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Tarzia from Michael Kiesling. This one I thought looked pretty cool.
Is he the Azul designer?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy, we got more cool tiles.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was drawn in by. Where is it? Where are they? Should be wooden tiles, but for some reason I'm not showing any of them. Oh, there we go. You're like putting them into your floor, creating that.
Very cool.
I really like the look of that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any good, but I do like the look. I'm a sucker for wooden pieces. Roaring 20s. Auction bidding. Set collection card game. I like the idea of a dinosaur.
Here. Deck building and auction bidding.
Witness. Recifa from Vladimir Suchi.
Huh. Buy my
Delicious
spice. Game. Isn't your camel thirsty?
Hand management, multi-use cards, ancient card game.
Intrigued.
I'm always intrigued by Suchi games.
Uh-huh.
And this one looks like it'll be no different. I'll love it.
Yeah, that one looks good.
That one's.
I agree with you.
That one's gonna get added to the collection, I'm sure, at some point.
Sucks. I gotta mark this one for later.
Ooh, one we've played.
Hey, and we own it.
We own it as well.
And
Good.
would recommend it.
Good game. If you like drafting. If you don't like drafting, you're probably not going to like the game. I don't think it's going to change your mind on that at all. Because that's what you are doing over and over. But it's pretty enjoyable. And another Danny Garcia game. 120 minutes. I didn't realize that. Oh, yes. Oh, boy, is right. Exciting stuff here. I don't know much about this one either, but I think it's going to be a good one. The Lie. Rock Hard 1977, which I think was one of the hottest games at Gen Con from Jackie Fox, who I think is one of the what's the band? The Heartbreakers? Is that right? No.
That was
The Runaways,
Joan
not Heartbreakers. The Runaways.
Runaways
is the designer.
Huh.
So
who would have thought?
it looks like it's rated pretty well. So Sand, Tinko, Venture, White Castle expansion. We're going to be getting White Castle shortly when our Nerds Day package arrives. Castles of Aragon. This looks like that cat one that we saw earlier, the outside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if
just change it out for a cat.
Similar company. Got some more of those. Ooh. Atlantis. I like the look of that ship.
That does look cool.
Ancient mythology.
They're on the hunt for Atlantis.
Well, this doesn't give me many things. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, look at that board. It's always fun when they switch it up from the square board.
For some reason, it's making me think of Seven Wonders.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the look of that one quite a bit. Was don't know either of those people. Balls. Deduction, hand management, aspect strategy, 2-player game about birds. Evenfall expansion for that. Orleans anniversary box. $200.
Wow.
Wow, no, that's even more than $200. Oh wait, I know the pound is better, but I don't know if the euro. Euro, I think, is almost even with the dollar, or was for a while. $200 about is.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Orleans. Pirates of Maracaibo expansion. I feel like Pirates of Maracaibo, from what I've seen, hasn't even been available yet. So already getting an expansion out there.
Wowza.
Harmony. I don't know if this is. No, I'm thinking of Harmonies. I was gonna say this box doesn't look like what I expected, but Plutocracy Passengers expansion. Factory 42, Justice. Explorers of Navoria. Action drafting, endgame bonus, adventure, exploration.
Sounds like it might be okay.
I like that look. Oh boy, we're getting a color game again. Making me think of, as a third mention already, Arborea or Arborea. If I could just pronounce it correctly, I don't know, but it's making me think of that.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking you were saying Arboretum, but you're referencing that game we played at 2D Con.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I've been mentioning.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yes.
Yeah. I got you now.
She's like, why is he mentioning Arboretum? I hated that game.
I didn't know he was so fascinated with
He's really bringing it up. And I won't even play it with him. Alibi, Bang, some more Bang. Bonsai expansion.
Lost
Awesome Adventure.
I saw cooperative though.
Yeah, this must be like some escape room or something game, is my guess. Rumble Bots. Interesting cover. Okay.
Funny.
Until proven guilty. Starry Sky necklace. Age of Steam. Deluxe expansion volume. 4. Yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some more Age of Steam, Inventions, Mattel Lacerda. Mizagat, I'm not gonna try. Context, Floral,
Hmm.
Area Majority, Honey Buzz, Fall Flavors. Santa's Workshop.
You were looking at that one, weren't you?
Yeah, this one might be one I eventually get. I just didn't know if there was enough to it. It's a worker placement game. It looked like it was kind of relatively simple. Made me think of more like a Stone Age or something.
Kimono.
House, Tori, AI 100% human, action drafting card game, Robo Trick, trick taking card game. 3 players exactly. Interesting.
A little rough there.
Dream World, Unconscious Mind. This was one that I was initially really excited about, but I think my excitement level has just kind of slowly gone down. I don't know. Could still be good.
Just
I'm just
based on
waiting.
the time or the weight or what?
I don't know. I think the weight
Ooh.
is part of it, but I think initially really liked it because I like the artwork, but um, I didn't realize it was going to be such a heavy game. Arc Nova, Black Forest.
Hmm.
This one's one I'm interested in. Uwe Rosenberg. I feel like kind of hit and miss on his games. Some of them are just a little bit much. Then he's got some other really solid ones. I think this is kind of your brother has it. Glass Road. I think this is kind of redoing some of the stuff from Glass Road.
Okay.
So it's got that little
Oh, that
resource
little
thing.
dial.
Yeah.
Funny. They're like, we've got all these left over from Glass Road. Stamp swap.
Stamp
I know
swap.
what that one is.
I was gonna call it Postmark or something. I'm like, wait, what's the name? We have played that one as well. You can go check out our videos on that one. Pretty good. Zoomies. Hand management pattern building animals.
Cute.
I hope this one's good. I wanted a really good dog themed game, and yeah, I hope it's like simple but really good.
Mm-hmm.
Decorum, Landmarks, Skyrockets. Oh boy, we're not even
I was
close.
gonna say we've got 1,000 games here.
You just tell me if anything looks Polaris. I think that one looks good. Simone Luciani. I like that. Connection abstract strategy. Oh boy. Looks like
Oh,
Pulsar.
I know.
That's what it makes me think of.
Just about to say that.
You just let me know if any of them look good.
We're gonna get through all 984.
Well, I don't know which order they're in. I should have done maybe most liked as well. Looks like Endeavor Deep Sea. Would be interested in that. I really like our version of Endeavor.
Townsfolk tussle.
Castle building. Looks like it could be good. I think this is from the person that did Terraforming Mars,
No?
which has me interested. I can't really tell because there's like the 3D cat. I don't know. That's making me like not really sure on what to think of it. And then this one as well, Kingdom Legacy Feudal Kingdom. Now, this is a solo game, so any of these catching your attention? Yeah, I think this might be the last chance you get at these ones. Game Brewer.
Bone Wars.
I'm interested in Bone Wars. Sunavalo.
Another
Kinda
windmill
cool.
game.
Everyone's into the windmills. Ooh, this one, I think it's called Loot on Board Game Arena, or Loot. It was good. I should have filtered something out because it looks like we're having multiples of the same ones from different publishers. Birdie. Crimes games. Just called Clap. Player Judge.
Tornado. Program your Jeep's movement.
Huh. I have not heard anything about this one.
Looks like it's supposed to be from Twister.
20 to 30 minutes. Simultaneous action selection.
Avalon.
Interesting. Build a 3-dimensional version. The Hanging Garden.
Oh boy.
Ooh, boy. On the wrong one.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
No!
No.
Did not win her over.
London.
Hmm?
One more up.
Action Q, hand management, card game. Martin Wallace. West Birmingham.
Oh boy.
Oh. We got Bookworm. Lucky that's what popped up. Who knows what could have popped up with London? AI is searching for that. Max all in.
I don't hate it.
Put all the money down.
Take my
Doesn't
card.
seem like a bad price. I think that one's been out. Yeah, been out for a while though. 2017. So let us know about that one in the comments as well.
So fast.
Sorry, there's just a lot of them to get through. Pac-Man corridor.
This is gonna take too long. Should filter it quick by like something that would get us like anything we like the popular.
Ooh, Tirnanog. Really good. Go buy that
Real
one.
good.
Go buy that one. Ooh, Abyss. Or Conspiracy. That one's good. Destinies.
Bunch of kids.
Looks like some kids' games. Interesting. Ooh, this is one. Another Stankodowski game. The First Star, Ivan the Terrible. This one is kind of, I think, a reimplementation of. Can't remember the game off the top of my head. What's the one we got over there?
Rurik?
Rurik, yes. She knew it. She knew what I was talking
That
about.
spousal mind connection. It's been about an hour.
Post office.
Do you think they want to see us look at more?
I don't know. We could just stop here, I suppose. Got about half of them done.
Well, if you guys want another half, just let us know in the comments below.
Yes. Let us know.
Send us names of games.
Archaeologic. Yes. Let us know in the comments below if there are any games that you want us to look at that you think look exciting based on maybe some of the ones we have said.
I think that's the only way to keep this video from going to 2 hours.
Rajas of the Ganges, Cards, and Karma. There you go, Maggie.
Take it. What a way to end that one.
Good one to end on. But yeah, that is about half of them that we've got on Board Game Arena here. So, not Board Game Geek. But yeah, let us know in the comments below if you want additional content on this. But otherwise, we hope to see you in the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.